Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm filming this as my very first video. Okay, a few things. One, please ignore the lighting situation. It's not ideal. I don't have my ring light on me because I'm not at home. I'm actually at my dad's in Scotland. This massive spot coming. I've also just washed my wig and I've not stuck it on, so just this is life. This is me. So hi, welcome. Yeah, I just thought I'd go through my story basically with alopecia. So I'm 25. To think about that one. I turned 25 in December. Obviously a bit of a milestone birthday. My alopecia actually started in October. The last sort of year or two I've suffered with anxiety, depression. I've had counselling for binge eating disorders and body dysmorphia as well, just to name a few. So the last couple of years have not been great, really. I think a lot of it was stemming from a bad relationship, a relationship that was sort of on and off for too long, and I think that definitely didn't help. It definitely helped bring on a lot of the anxiety, but actually I found that once I became single, so this was April, May 2018, when we finally called it off for good. I think since then I've been more anxious and my anxiety and depression got worse. Probably because I didn't have that safety blanket of that relationship sort of there. But anyway, I'm fine now, like, that's done with. So yeah, I'd been having counselling, I've been having all sorts basically. I've been on antidepressants, still on them now. Just as I'd sort of got better, I started feeling like more positive about myself, you know, liked how I looked, started to feel more body positive. Sorry, there's just a load of cows just like running across the field. There's some really cute small ones. Yeah, so just as I sort of got to the point where I was feeling comfortable with myself, who I am, then I noticed a little patch just at the nape of my neck. I went to have my hair done. I used to have balayage, like highlights. I went to have just my top up, my refresh. That was end of October. I went to have that done, and my hairdresser noticed as she was putting a foil in sort of underneath this nape bit. She says, "Oh, you've got a really like weird thin patch, like it had gone bald." And I said, "Oh yeah, I keep like rubbing it." Yeah, it was like a really smooth patch, and she basically mentioned it and she said like, "Oh, you know, I'd put a foil in here but there's no hair there." And we were just laughing about it and, you know, like, oh well, that's funny. Literally within 2 weeks my hair was shedding so much, and I'd just like to point out it was nothing to do with what the hairdressers did. Nothing against what they do. It basically, the hair was coming out from the scalp. A lot of people initially said to me, is it the bleach? Could the bleach have sort of damaged your hair? Is it snapping off? It wasn't. It was literally coming out from the root. Sort of all over. You know when you sort of, I was washing it and a lot was coming out. I know that the change in seasons between autumn and spring, you tend to lose a lot more lashes because of the change in going from hot to cold and cold to hot in the weather. So I just thought, you know what, it's seasonal, like your hair sheds anyway, it's just shedding more than normal because of the seasonal change. And it was a few weeks after that I noticed like, okay, this is not stopping. Like, I would come down from my showers and literally show my mum these balls of hair that were just huge. Honestly, it was like filling the palm of my hand. And I had really thick hair, so I was just sort of like, okay, it's quite a lot, but I've got a lot of hair, like it can deal with it, it'll probably stop. But it didn't. And basically it was getting to the stage where I could literally see my scalp sort of through my hair. Yeah, it was definitely thinning. Like, it was everywhere. It wasn't sort of in patches. It was everywhere. So I went to the doctors, saw this guy, not seen him before, he's a new doctor, I think. And he basically just said, it's just hair, it'll be fine. And I just felt a bit stupid, so I left. Obviously it carried on a few weeks after that. I went back again, took my mum with me. And by this point it was really noticeable. Like, my hair had thinned so much that yeah, you could see my scalp through my hair so much more. It was a different doctor that I saw. It was a woman, which I think helped my case because she sort of was a bit more sympathetic. She could empathise with me because obviously as a woman, I know it's obviously as stressful for a guy, but as a woman, she sort of was able to empathise with me more about it. So yeah, I showed her pictures. She could see just from looking at me, like, my hair had thinned out so much. She instantly referred me for blood tests, just to rule out anything, iron deficiencies or the vitamin deficiencies. And she also mentioned anything autoimmune, but she also referred me to a dermatologist at Lincoln Hospital. So I went along, had 3 lots of blood tests, and let me tell you, I hate blood tests. Like, and now I'm a pro. So I went and had 3 lots of blood tests. Nothing, apart from the fact that I was low in folic acid. So I started taking folic acid tablets. I also started taking iron. And then eventually I went to see my dermatologist just after Christmas. Yes, 7th of January, I went to see the dermatologist for the first time, this one that the doctor had recommended to me. By this point, my hair, I had this huge patch on the back of my head, which was just, there was barely anything left. Like, I couldn't wear my hair up. It just looked awful. There was barely anything left, and for someone having such a, you know, a thick ponytail to literally having, like, there was nothing left basically. Obviously I had my birthday and Christmas in that time. I think it was Christmas Day I took some more pictures. I just washed and dried it, and it was awful. It was so bad. I'd started wearing some wigs, but they were just sort of party wigs that I'd got, you know, off the internet, fairly cheap. Didn't really know anything about wigs, didn't know what I was looking for. They were synthetic, I didn't know how to blend them right, I didn't know about sort of putting concealer in the parting. Wore, I think, did I have 2 at that point? Yeah, I think I had a brown one and a silver bob. Wore them over Christmas for like nights out, and the comments that people would leave me sometimes were really rude. Oh, why are you wearing a wig? Oh my God, why's your hair like different each day? And I'm always somebody who's always changed my hair colour. Like, you don't know what you're gonna see me with each day. Like, it always changes. So I don't think they were meaning to be nasty, but some of them, there was one in particular that just kept asking questions like, who's your hairdresser? Oh my God, your hair looks so nice. Are you wearing a wig? And I'd not addressed it at this point, apart from like to my close friends and my family. I did actually put a post up on New Year's Eve on Instagram, just basically explaining, put some pictures on and said, this is what's happening, I'm losing my hair, suspected alopecia, and I'm wearing wigs. Purely because I just couldn't be bothered with the questions, because I always think that people are out to get me. I basically wanted to address it so that people weren't talking about it behind my back and saying, oh my God, she's wearing like some shit wig, like. So yeah, addressed it on New Year's Eve, had loads of messages, lovely messages of all sorts of people telling me that, you know, you look fine, like, don't stress about it, you're really brave, you're really strong. For me personally, they're not words that I would describe myself as. I feel like it's not something that I'm sort of battling through. It's not like I'm having to stay strong. Like, my hair's fell out basically. Like, I can't do anything about it apart from wear a wig or not wear a wig. I can't do anything about it. I'm not being brave if I don't wear my wig. I just have no hair. I'm just getting on with it. So yeah, 7th of January came round, my dermatologist appointment. She gave me some Betnovate solution, which is like a steroid solution, which I had to rub on my scalp twice a day for 2 weeks, and then twice a week for 6 weeks. And basically, there was no proof that this would actually do anything. It was purely, there is no cure for alopecia, basically. It's purely just see what works for you. It works for some people, doesn't work for others. You know, you don't know until you try it. I'd already been contemplating shaving off what hair I had left. Got home that night, decided I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna shave off what's left. There's no point in keeping it. It wasn't helping me keep my wig on. It wasn't serving any purpose. It was just there. And it was still going. So I shaved it off. I was excited for it to go, but at the same time, it was really quite upsetting. You know, I've always loved my hair. So yeah, just to have to shave it off was just, yeah. I've kept it shaved ever since. I've sort of had weeks where I've let it grow out to sort of stubble, long stubble. Insert some pictures here, but basically when I initially shaved it off, I basically had hair still everywhere, but it had thinned out everywhere. So when I went to the dermatologist, she diagnosed me as having alopecia totalis, which is a total loss of the scalp, not necessarily eyebrows or eyelashes. So yeah, this is what I look like when I first shaved it off. Basically, that's all they can do. They found nothing in my blood. They did more blood tests. To be honest, the help has been useless. Because the doctors have been so useless, the dermatologist didn't tell me any blood results. They've not offered me anything else. They've just said, keep rubbing your Betnovate on your scalp. Great, thanks. Like, I know they can't do anything, but I've not been thyroid tested. I've not been offered any sort of steroid injections, both of which have been really useful and really helpful for other people that I've spoken to. So at my next appointment on the 18th of May, I'm gonna really try and push for thyroid tests. So now my hair, I have a patch sort of on the back of my head where I still have stubble. I'll spin around in a second and show you. But basically I've lost all of this, all at the bottom of my neck. Yeah, my diagnosis may have changed recently. One of the first, or two of the areas that I first noticed were going, apart from my scalp, were my underarms and my forearms. I used to wax my forearms and I just shave my underarms in the shower every day. My actual forearm hair never grew back from the last time I waxed. I can't remember when it was now, but it was a while before Christmas. And my underarms I just noticed one day, I went to shave them and I was like, do I even have any hair? And I looked and there was nothing. Like, I would always just sort of whiz over them, like I wouldn't really look. But yeah, there was nothing there. I think I get like 2 hairs and they're like white. So I'd mentioned that at my appointments and I'd said, you know, I've lost my hair here as well. They didn't really do anything about it. Today I have no hair in my nose. What the hell? That is so annoying. My nose just runs constantly. Like, I'll put my head down and it'll just run. That has to be the most annoying part of alopecia. My eyebrows have gone. I have got pencil on them, or a little bit left. They have all gone. I have them tattooed. My peach fuzz on my face, nothing. I think I have like a little, like, you know the white fuzzy hair? I think I have a little patch here. I had dermaplaning done in November. The hair never grew back. So it's really nice and soft. Makeup goes on really nice. I don't have hair on my body, like, you know, the downy hair that you get on your face. I don't have any of that. Like on my upper arms, on my chest, on my stomach. That's all gone. Like, I'm baby soft. I don't have any hair on my thighs or my knees. I have a little bit of sort of white fluff on my lower leg. Basically, it doesn't go from the places you would like it to go. We'll leave that there. But the hair that I still have, apart from on my head, turns white before it falls out. It's like grandma hair. It's really weird. It's like, it's just really thin. That's all I've got left, which is a bit crap. And obviously my eyelashes. So, and that's where we're at today. I feel like they're going to change my diagnosis to alopecia universalis, which is total body loss. Even though I haven't obviously lost my total body yet, it's going. So I feel like I'm just sort of, I'm more into that category now because I've lost like, what, 90% of my body hair. Obviously, being in the beauty industry, that's been quite difficult. It's crazy. It really is. You just, one day you start noticing it all falling out. Literally within 3 months, it had got that bad that I had to shave my scalp because it, yeah, was not good. Very quickly, I sort of got used to it. And I say that loosely, like I'm used to having no hair. I'm used to seeing it in the mirror. That, you know, when I've not got my wig on, I'm used to sort of seeing myself and not being like, oh my God. Yeah, I'm just sort of used to it. I've had a few questions about what I do with my wig to wash it. So I use the OGX is Kukui oil shampoo, sulfate free. This comes in a normal version and also a sulfate free version. Sulfate free and paraben free, silicone free is what you want to look for when you're caring for a human hair wig. There are specific shampoos and conditioners for synthetic wigs, but these perfect for human hair. So I have those in the shampoo and conditioner. Smell amazing. They also do the sulfate free in different like flavours. I think they do like a coconut milk one, which is supposed to be really good. I also use the Aussie, I don't think you can see that, Reconstructor oil. They have changed the packaging on this. I have got one of the new ones at home, but oh my God, it is amazing. I've used this for years, like on my normal hair, and now on my wigs. Again, it smells incredible. It's so nourishing for your hair. Macadamia nut oil, jojoba seed oil and avocado oil. Literally smells amazing, feels amazing, and it just, you can use it on wet and dry hair. So I've put some on this while it was wet, and I'll also use some more on it after I've straightened, after I've curled. It's just amazing. That's just a little bit about my story. I will update as and when sort of anything happens. Yeah, I'll just quickly show you the back of my head. So excuse the makeup lines and the tan line, they're awful. So here's my little pale head. So yeah, as you can see from the front, smooth. I haven't shaved my scalp since Friday or Saturday, and we're on Wednesday now, so this is like a few days growth. Yes, obviously around the sides, these are just marks from my wig, just like little indentations. Yeah, obviously around the sides and the front, it's completely smooth. It's actually quite nice just to like feel it. It's really weird. Yeah, and you can see sort of going towards the crown, I do have a bit of stubble. I'll just turn around and then show you guys. So obviously you can see here it's completely smooth. I have lots of little patches. And what is there is really dark. So yeah, that's what I have left. It's just really bizarre, like, I'm just going to put a clip in now. So I went on a walk earlier, I'll put some little clips in from that, if they're any good. It was my first time trying to vlog, so if they're no good, you'll see me in the car, because the next bit was a little bit of a chat about femininity, with alopecia, my wigs, holidays, things like that. Just a bit of a chat about the feelings rather than just here is my story. So it's a bit of a talky video. I'm really sorry if that's not really what you like. hopefully I might start posting some vlogs, just of various bits and bobs, like, why not? See you guys in a sec. I feel really awkward. I've literally just stood here in the middle of the woods. It is absolutely beautiful, by the way. Right, I'm not even kidding. I'm 5'2", right? These steps are literally as tall as me. Oh my god. You guys, I'm not even joking, like, I'm literally lost. I think it's up here. I don't know. I'm just gonna go this way. You know what? Wow. I'm just gonna go back the way it came. Literally, the path has like disappeared. I'm so confused. I'm good at the outdoors, I promise. Oh my god. Oh jeez. Okay. Okay, so I just got back to the car. I've had to take my wig off because it was literally like sweating off. Oh, no, I'm just covered in crap. You know when... Oh my god, now my nose is running. I think the thing that annoys me most about alopecia is just that everything's a stress. Like, obviously coming into summer, like, everyone's obviously always really excited about summer. I'm really excited for summer. I literally can't wait. But the one thing that annoys me is that I'm gonna have to obviously have no hair. Like, on really hot days, and I'm a little bit dreading it. Like, I do go out quite often without my wig on, and people always say like, oh my god, you're so confident to like go out without your wig on. Like, I'm not. I just can't be asked to faff around with my wig, like, especially when it's hot and it's sweaty. Like, doing that walk just now, it just gets all hot around the back of your neck, and like it starts to stick in and you can feel it. Oh my god, there's literally like wig hair stuck to my head. So yeah, it gets annoying. So I go out without it on, but it just, I feel like people are staring. People are going to think I've got cancer. I've had one person on Instagram send me a message like, oh my god, I'm really sorry to hear you have cancer. Like, use my shampoo, it helps chemo patients. I was like, don't have cancer, hun. Just bald. I just don't feel like feminine. I think that's the hardest thing to deal with, is that even though I wear quite a bit of makeup, the one thing that I'm really not looking forward to, in June, we're going to Cavos. So obviously big party area with like people our age. Like, if I'm sunbathing, which I will be doing from dawn till dusk basically, I'm ready to sweat. Like, no makeup, hair on top of my head, just, you know, gonna sweat, don't care. The only thing is now is obviously I'm not gonna have any hair, and I won't have a wig on. And if my eyelashes keep going, this one, I've got a gap like here. I'm gonna try and zoom in. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Oh my god. Hey. So I've obviously got mascara on. Don't even know if I can focus. Come on, focus. So as you can see, this eye still got quite a lot of lashes. This one, I've literally got like such a gap. Bottom lashes are all okay. So I don't know if I can have lashes on like especially if this gap is the way it is, it's just going to look stupid. So I don't want to pay 50 quid to look stupid. Alright. So, and normally I would have lashes on for holiday. I've got my eyebrows tattooed now. I have got stuff over them today, but I love the feeling, you know, when you've been sunbathing, you're really, really hot, and you jump in the sea, cool off, and your hair's like all wet, and you just stuff it in a bun on the top of your head. Like, I love that. And now it's just gonna be like, oh, no, it's just me looking like a potato. And people always tell me, like, you know, oh, you look great, you know, you've got really nice head shape, but usually when they see me, I look like this, that I've got my makeup on and everything, and I do feel a bit more sort of done up. But yeah, what happens when I'm literally just laying on the beach? Like, I still want to look nice, like, obviously single. So I don't want to look like just such a boiled egg, especially next to my friend who is like stunning. Shout out Libs. Do you know what though? It's so disgusting, but you know, when I take my wig off at the end of the day, I literally just love to like just pick all these bits of hair gel off. Like, it's so gross. You know what, guys, though, if you are looking for turbans, like headscarves or anything like that, Primark. That I am the Primark queen, okay? Purely because I'm cheapskate, but I am a student, so you know, if you're having a lazy wig day and you can't be bothered to stick it properly, stick it a little bit here, bandana all day. Basically, I can't put my wig up like in a high pony. I can put it in a little pony at the bottom of my neck, but only if I have a bandana on that's just gonna sort of like keep all these edges down. And I sometimes wrap it in a bow. Like, I tighten a knot at the bottom of my neck and then I'll wrap it in a bow around the ponytail, which obviously keeps the whole thing really secure, and I haven't got to worry about, oh my god, like, can people tell it's a wig? The blonde wig that I was just wearing is from Faith Hair Loss, which is a hair loss clinic in Weaves and Waves in Wigan. That was a mouthful. I found them on Instagram and they made my wig specific for me. Could not have done a better job. I'm in love with it. I'm so lucky to have it. Two of my oldest friends, bless them, they set up a GoFundMe page. And then loads of family, friends, like strangers, people I didn't even know, all donated. And literally within, I think it was just over a week, we'd got, yeah, £800. The wig was £760. Unfortunately, £40 went to like Just Giving for using Just Giving, which I don't believe in at all. I always said that if there was any extra than what I needed for my wig, then I would donate that to Alopecia UK or give it to somebody that I'd met through online forums and stuff like that. I would give it to them so that they could buy their own wig if they were in like the same situation as me. So yeah, bought my wig, went over to have it fitted. Absolutely love it. And I really want to start making them myself, which sounds ridiculous, but I'm quite creative in that way. Like, I do, obviously with doing lashes, like, I'm used to working with my hands, like really small, intricate, like I'm good at concentrating on little things. So yeah, I'm just gonna give it a go. I'm doing a wig first, which I have got all the parts for bar the needle, which is pretty important. I've got all the parts for it. I've got the hair, which is one frontal piece, one lace frontal, and then I've got 3 bundles of hair. Not sure if I'll need 2 or 3. I bought the hair in a colour called 613, which is like bleached right up to like a white-ish blonde, because I really want to do a ginger wig. I love ginger hair, like, and I like it on me. I think it really suits my skin tone. It warms me up. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a go. So hopefully by the time I get home, the needle will have arrived and then I can dye the hair. Watch so many YouTube videos so I sort of know how to do it. If it doesn't go well, obviously it's just for me, so it doesn't really matter, but paid quite a bit for the hair, so I'd quite like it to go well. Yeah, I did not get on with synthetics. They literally last me like 2 weeks. You know when they start feeling really ratty and you can't like run your fingers through them? I hate it. I can't stand it. yeah, I'm going to finish this rant here. So I hope you guys just enjoyed that little bit of a rant, a little bit of a chat. I'm going to leave this video here because I think I have talked for far too long. Let me know if you've got any suggestions or any feedback, just would be really much appreciated. If you just leave that in the comments below. Catch you all in the next video.